There's a lot of great stuff that footballers do. Hopefully enough of it gets publicised, given, we're pretty quick to pounce on them when they do something wrong. Mm-hmm. Ben Brown's a high-quality individual, and the hair's coming off. We've only known him with the threads for a long time now. There's a link to Challenge, of course. It's happening on Saturday week. I think the locks are coming off, and it's for a very, very personal cause and a very good one indeed. And Ben Brown has been good enough to join us to tell us all about it. Big fella, thanks for joining us on the program. We appreciate your time.
Thanks for having me on, mate.
Tell us about the family connection and why you're doing this.
Yeah, so like you said, it's very close to my heart, this particular cause. Grace is my cousin. She's 17 years old now. She's had a pretty rough run of it so far in her short life. When she was 6, she was diagnosed with leukaemia for the first time. She managed, after years of hospital visits and chemo and all the rest that you can imagine, she managed to be declared cured, was in remission. And then a few years down the track, unfortunately, was diagnosed with leukemia for a second time. On that occasion, she nearly died on a couple of occasions, and we're really fortunate that, particularly due to a new therapy called CAR T-cell therapy, Grace is still with us. She was the first child with Down syndrome in Australia to receive that treatment. So thanks to that, she's still with us now, but you can only imagine what the family and Grace have gone through over her short life so far.
Oh, Ben, it's very sad to hear that. But the good news, I guess, is that we've got some very clever people in this country, and they're coming with ways in which they can help people in those types of circumstances. But they need to raise some money. You've decided to go about it and cut the locks off. Now, when we say cut the locks off,
these aren't any locks.
They're very special locks, I'm sure, because it looks like there's been a bit of maintenance going on as well.
It's been a long commitment between Ben Brown and this head.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Is this when you say cut off? Are we just getting a little snip, or what? Are we shaving the thing off? What is it? What are you actually going to do to raise some money?
No. If you're going to do it properly, I say. So I've been talking to Maxie Gorn for some hair care advice already.
Perfect.
And he's suggested maybe going to number 1. So nice. I think that's the way we'll go. But yeah, we don't want to half-ass it. We want to go the whole way. So that's what we're doing.
And when you do it, how do people actually contribute and help raise some funds by you doing this?
Yeah, so I suppose to start with, and I know you guys are across Challenge and what they do for kids with cancer and also families going through that. The reason this is so important is because Challenge was so vital for my extended family and also other families that are going through this. They support not only the child, but also the family, siblings, parents that are going through this all together, because it completely changes your life, just with the click of your fingers. So that's why it's so important. The way people can get on board is to head to challenge.org.au and head to the donations page. And I think we've already raised about 40 grand so far.
Wow.
We're trying to push that up before next Saturday when the locks come off. There's a few little benefits people can get depending on how much they donate. So head onto the website and you can have a look at those. And yeah, any donation is appreciated and will go straight to Challenge and the great work that they do.
Here. It's a magnificent cause and they're a great organisation and they genuinely help. They've been doing some great work for a long time now and they continue to do it. Hey, Ben, there's a lot of things we can do with, programs on apps on phones and computers and all sorts of stuff these days. Have you gone online and have the kids or you, I don't know who the most adept computer operator is in the Brown family, but have you actually had a look at yourself with the shaved head? Have you done a sort of projection as to what it's going to look like when it comes off?
To be honest, probably our 2-year-old is just about as adept at at getting online as us now, which is very scary. But no, we haven't. I think I'll have to over the next few days maybe go and see if I can find a simulator of some kind.
So,
well, you need to be careful because, Ben, I've seen some other vision where others in the past have done this, and your 2-year-old's now only seen you one way. And I've seen vision where they go on there and the petrifies your own kid with what they see after you've done it.
Yeah, and I'm going to be doing this in real life. So I think I'm actually concerned about the 4-year-old. Our 4-year-old, I'm pretty sure we can explain to her in advance, but the 2-year-old will get a bit of a shock, I think. So.
Yes.
Ben, you've always had a broader world view. You know, footballers go through their challenges physically and from a form perspective and all of the rest of it. When you've been living, you know, alongside Grace and you know the story and you're as close to it as you are, has it put any of your own challenges as a footballer into perspective?
Oh, you can't not be, you know, incredibly privy to a story like Grace's, like I have been, and not have some perspective put into that. You know, I was talking to my uncle Grant, Grace's father, and sort of coming up with this in the first place. And, you know, he was talking about some of the struggles that they went through at the hospital. You know, Grace is receiving chemo at 3 a.m. and you know doesn't want to, and he's having to physically hold down his daughter to receive treatments. And you know, other stories of, you know, they're one of the lucky ones too. You know, they had families that they really got to know in the hospital, and their children didn't make it. And when you hear stories like that, it just makes you want to help in any way that you can. And you know, I don't think you can hear stories like that and not want to do your little bit to help. So, you know, this is just one small way that, you know, I think that I can try and help and also spread the message about the great work that Challenge does to support these families and kids that are going through so much.
Well, Melbourne fans, the whole club has got behind what you're trying to do to raise some money, and you guys are going to have your annual photo shoot of your entire team on Monday the 27th of February. The Melbourne Football Club, what they have done is to help raise some money, they're giving 2 people. So 2 people and only 2. If you go onto the Challenge website, you can actually pay for that for $5,000, and there's 2 spots available to come on and have a photo with the annual team.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
Shot. So if you're a Demons fan out there, 100% of the money will go to your campaign. So there's a chance to raise a little bit more money for if there's Melbourne fans out there. Jump on the website challenge.org.au. And you've got a couple of spots up there for grabs for $5,000 going to a magnificent cause. So good on the club for getting behind it as well, Ben.
Yeah, the club has been awesome in getting behind it. I mean, it's a great opportunity. We don't have many people come in the photo with us, and you know, sit with Goody and sit with Max and get a photo, and you can frame it up and put it in the pool room. I think it's pretty cool what the club's done. So yeah, anyone who's interested in that, definitely get on the website and donate. So.
Ben, I would have loved to have had an uncle as a young kid growing up. I would have loved to have had an uncle who was playing high-level sport, playing VFL/AFL. And I would have lived vicariously through him. I would have been telling every kid at primary school, that's my uncle, and I'm very close to him, and he's like a big brother to me, really. Have you spoken to Gracie about this? Is she on board with the hair coming off? I mean, she probably only knows you as being the long-headed full forward. Is she giving you the tick of approval for this?
Yeah, we did a bit of media in sort of when we announced it. And, Grace definitely on board.
Okay.
She's pretty keen. I'm sure she'll be there and be getting around me. But, yeah, she's definitely given me a tick of approval. So
Good.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I tell you what, when whoever does jump on board and get into that photo, the photo will become much more valuable to them if you blokes can do something out in the park this year as well.
Challenge.org.au, finishing where we started. Good luck with the hair coming off. And to you and the family and to Gracie, mate, continued good news and good luck. It's a terrific thing that you're doing.
Ben, and just coming on the program and help promoting the magnificent cause. We've got Joel is out there. Joel, boys, I want to donate $1,000 from the Columbus Wealth Advisory. So the Columbus Wealth Advisory, just from you jumping on here, has said, I'll donate $1,000. So well done to them and well done to you for all the fine work that you're doing.
Joel, thank you so much, and thanks to everyone out there who's listening and donating. We appreciate every cent. So thanks very much for having me on, guys.
You're a good man. Thanks, Ben. Ben Brown joining us. The hair comes off Saturday week, and it's for an outstanding cause, challenge.org.au.